I take pride in being able to provide a job for somebody that otherwise would be on the streets hustling. Showing them a different way and learning something, just being around, because not to toot my own horn or nothing, but like you can learn a lot just being around this environment and being around me and just picking up on things that I say. And because any question you ask me, I'm going to answer it like open and honestly and give you all the keys to whatever you need. So I encourage people to take advantage of it, and I want to be that person, to open doors and provide knowledge for people. So, yeah, I take pride in that. Even way more than anything, I take pride in being able to provide jobs for my people. Podcast.
I'm not really sure where we're at.
I'm not even sure.
I think it could be 14.
We just
stopped.
This is the post.
Yeah, after Black Friday.
Yeah, post Black Friday podcast.
Yeah.
We just gonna talk about things that happen.
Yeah, how it went. So last podcast,
we did the over under.
Yeah, the pre-Black Friday. Sherrod did not want to put a number on his guess.
It was definitely under what you said.
Yeah. So my guess was, in comparison to last year's Black Friday, where we did 87,000, right, or 84,000.
87 in 2 days, I think.
Was last year's. My guess was 150 to 200.
Uh-huh.
That was my range.
Mm-hmm.
And our very exact total for November 22nd and November 23rd was $248,489 and 45 cents.
That's amazing, man.
So we did almost 49 over what I thought my max would be. So
no, actually, yeah, your max. So
my max.
59 to 49.
Yep. And so that's almost 3 times.
Huh?
That's almost 3 times last year.
What we did last year. Yeah. It's something, man, because it's just tough to gauge anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's be certain times where I feel like we got the momentum and then it's not it. Then sometimes I don't think we got the momentum and then it's it. So it's just tough to gauge stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, shout out to the customers that support us sale after sale, month after month, year after year. That's just crazy. I don't know. Like when we did, what did we do in the first hour? When we was looking at 20,000?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, because I said at this rate, it was like something crazy. Like
it was like 900. Yeah, it was like very close to $1 million if that rate kept up.
When we did 20,000 in the first 60 minutes, I just didn't know what to think. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
trying to see.
I don't know. I guess it's just me staying humble, I guess, in a way, and not just assuming everything that we do is gonna be a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And so I know, judging off, I was just going back and looking at what I screenshotted when I kept checking. At 1:23 p.m., we had done 101.
At 1:23 p.m. on Thursday?
Let me see what. On Thursday.
Yeah, we
had already broken into my range before, like, basically during lunchtime.
Right.
So
on Thursday.
So that goes to show that a lot of that was like
early.
Yeah,
it's crazy because at this point we're not competing against nobody. We're just competing against ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to get better as a company, and it's not even about the money. It's just you know what I'm saying? It's just the game to me. Because if we did 30,000 last year and this year we did 60,000, I would feel the same exact way about what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just amazed at the power of God.
Yeah.
You know? And I think I was just based off of how well we did, I think I was talking to you about this, about doing like a 12 Days of Christmas where we do something like maybe pay somebody's rent for 12 different people's rent for 12 days leading up to Christmas. I don't know how we would find those people, or how we would make it make sense, but
Yeah, like a giving back thing.
yeah, we have to, man. God been good to us.
Yeah, that would be super awesome.
Yeah.
So a very big point that I wanted to bring up when talking about these numbers is that along the lines of the podcast, we talk a lot about outside promotion, influencer marketing, as well as us branding and marketing through the Shade Room and other channels like that.
Yeah.
So something super interesting is that we did absolutely none of that.
None of it.
Not 1 cent was spent, aside from boosting our own ads, but no outside influence. So
Right.
that made me feel really confident.
And I didn't spend a lot of money on boosting our ads either. I didn't spend a lot of money on boosting
no, it
our
wasn't.
ads.
It was, I think the only one that I boosted was like $150. And so
Yeah, I think I did maybe 2 of them for $200 each.
so our budget was literally almost under 600, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
And so like point one being there was no outside influence. This was all email, just hype. Cause like it was 20,000 in an hour. So like,
Yeah,
I was sitting there
then
like,
you text me. You was like, it's 200 people on the site lingering right now, or something like that.
before. So that shows people were like really looking forward to it,
Yeah.
which is, hype.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Wow, I just forgot my other point.
The fact that we didn't use outside people,
That was, I just blanked out so hard. Yeah, outside people.
outside influence, from influencers to huge sites. We use Facebook at 150 a pop. Is it coming back?
No. Oh my gosh, it was a big point.
Dang.
Have I brought anything up to you? That was
In regards to
the sale. Like it
the
was
marketing?
it was a thing that like I was.
Oh, was it that 50-50?
Oh yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Exactly. Thank you. So something I noticed, like looking back at our analytics. Yeah, that was it. Was that of this massive market that we hit, or like the amount of orders that we got out in sales, because there was no outside influence.
Yeah.
It's very obvious that you would expect it to be all returning customers almost, right?
Right.
But basically the stats show that it was almost 50-50, half returning customers and half first-time customers. So it was really interesting to see that a lot of these people, because we spent so little on even like boosting posts,
Yeah.
because then someone could say, oh, well, that came from that, but definitely not. It was almost as if these were people that have been following us and just never bought. They just like never felt like it, maybe never saw a product they liked, or maybe they were subconsciously waiting on like this, oh well, why not buy it, it's 50% off.
Yeah, Black Friday is it's crazy. Just even if we did a 50% off sale 3 times a year, we still wouldn't get these type. It's just the stigma. It's just like not stigma, but just the aura around Black Friday.
Yeah, and your Christmas shopping,
like,
basically.
Yeah, you're supposed to shop on Black. And I'm gonna do some research. I'm pretty sure it's some pretty good statistics out there that'll show why Black Friday is probably a scam, and why it's not you're not saving as much as you think. I'm pretty sure there's some stuff out there some data out there that'll be like.
Yeah. And this was supposed to be the biggest Black Friday that was ever done, like online. Like it was like, I think,
oh really,
$5 billion. I saw someone had posted about some article, but it was basically getting a piece of that pie, where we did a lot better than we expected.
Yeah,
I
man.
think because I thought I had a pretty solid guess, and it was higher than what I guessed.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't have words for it.
And of that 250 almost, 60,000 was from our new Black Friday collection, which was the Black on Black
products.
products.
Yeah, collection did 60,000 in 2 days.
So, and that was the 2 best-selling things in the whole sale, was the Black on Black hoodie and the Black on Black shirts. And so that was pretty impressive to me, because it was something that we have even done in the past to a certain extent, like a Black on Black shirt. And we were able to, like, I guess, utilize it in like a theme
Right.
way.
Right.
And I mean, I love the way black on black looks. It might have been mostly, it could have been the way it looks. It could have been the fact that we made it in relation to it's Black Friday, it's black on black kind of thing.
Right. And you know what's crazy to me is because to me, black on black is kind of a cool thing. Like.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's not
you can't
like,
see it. You really can't see it that
so
well.
it's like, I want something that's bold and big. Most of our customers like that type of stuff.
Because it's a conversational piece. And like, this is, I remember when you first did it, at least with the white on white, it was invisible.
Right.
That was the marketing behind that. It was like the invisible tee where.
Yeah.
You know.
And so now it's like, I don't know. I guess it's not as, either it's not as cool as we think it is, or we do have a cool customer base to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where I don't know.
Are you like just more like accessible, like people are cool with it? Like, I know what you mean. Do you think a white on white would do as well as black on black did if we made it look as cool as it is?
Nah, I don't think so.
Historically, when you did black and white black on black outsold it, right?
Yeah, probably. But at the same time, just when you compare the black shirts to the white shirts, even black shirt with the white box and white shirt with the black box, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Black is king.
Mm-hmm.
Every pun intended. What else do we have to talk about?
Basically, we're just recapping our Black Friday. We can talk a little bit about what our meetings today. We because of Black Friday, having a 50% off sale, it decreases our margin.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we need everyone to be.
We
had a big meeting today talking about.
I had a long weekend at the house in Chicago. And it was affecting my thinking for a while. But for some reason, I just turned into Superman when I came in the factory.
You're saying you weren't thinking?
I wasn't thinking straight. It was a lot going on. And when I came in here,
I had an awesome weekend. I loved this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I woke up, so I'm not gonna say it was a bad weekend. It was just a rough one. But what I'm saying is, I feel like I took a limitless pill.
Oh yeah.
Because like the stuff that we was having trouble with, we just figured it out like that. You know what I'm saying? With a few tweaks here, a few tweaks there, and it's like, wow, why wasn't this thought of 90 days ago, 180 days ago? And like I said, sometimes you just gotta go through stuff, trial and error, and then it's like, okay, let's just fix that. And now it just makes all the sense in the world for us to do what we're now doing with the reports and the tracking system the way we're doing it.
So let's explain what it is that we're doing. Because initially,
you explained it very well right here with the profit margin and stuff in the middle is the profit and this and that. So I'm gonna let you.
Okay.
Because that's always how it works. I come up with the ideas and you just interpret them the way.
It's because I understand.
Right.
Okay. So basically, our issue is we don't have an issue creating revenue. That's almost we're not taking advantage of the fact that we can create. It's like pretty much on demand here, and this Black Friday shows that. Our issue with our profit margin is our costs, even though they're very low, because we sell at such a low price in order to get it out to everyone that could possibly ever want a God is Dope item. We operate on like a thin layer, right? So the profit equation being revenue minus cost equals profit. If we have no issue with creating the revenue cycle, the issue becomes the cost, right? So it's like you can't have them too close or else you equal nothing or you lose. And you can be losing and not even have any idea.
Exactly.
Which is very scary, but it's like a lot of businesses honestly operate at a cost because they're just doing like you said, like just doing business to be doing it, like just to have something to do, or and some people
just to pay the bills.
Some people can afford. Some people can even afford the luxury of well, I'm just doing this for fun, so I don't care as long as I'm having fun.
And even
good.
Even big companies, they do that for a year or two, where they just operate. They big enough to not necessarily an L. Well, I guess it's an L if you're not
it's an
taking
L,
a
but
W.
they focus on other things, like maybe
Right.
fixing their image with the public, or like if they have,
Right.
and they're able because they won't run out of runway. Like it's like, well, we'll just take this out today,
Right.
and then we have $1 zillion, so we can do what we want.
Exactly.
But in our end, we don't. So if we
Right.
run out of runway, we stop, and that's how things go out of business. So our issue is getting our costs down, and then creating this bigger margin. And the only way to do that is to basically assess every leak that could be. Like it could be over ordering, could be spending too much on something as simple as like the bills, right? Or like,
Right.
But basically,
Well, what we did,
we yeah.
found. I feel like we found a leak, and it was just one thing that showed me.
So we were having the screen printers report
Right.
how long they were on their shift and how much they produced.
Yeah.
But that was kind of it. It was just kind of like numbers, and then, I guess once someone does the sheet, then like we can look at it, but then we have to do math, and then it's like a whole thing. But basically, Sherrod, looking at the sheet, decided the best way is just for them to do the math and come up with what's the average cost per item.
Right.
For that press, for press 1 and press 2.
Right.
And given, basically the math on that is you take however many hours, for example, if Matt and Few are on it, however many hours, they each did 6 hours. So that's 12 hours.
Right.
Multiply that by their pay rate.
Right.
So you add whatever they get paid together. Tim's calling me back. Then you take that number, and then you're going to divide that number by however many items were made. Well, in this case, made correctly, because that's what counts.
Right.
They're made correctly.
Right.
And then that number is going to give you your total cost.
Exactly.
And then the other number that we want to add is the success rate, because then you're going to, like we were just saying, you could have it's like an artificially low cost because you're making so much.
Right.
But if like 40% of them are bad,
right.
then it doesn't matter.
Right. Not at all.
So it's like a lot of factors have to add up, and those are what's gonna bring this.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like they're governing themselves. It's like they like it's not like we telling them bad news. Like they're getting the bad news right there in front of them when they figure out that my partner is doing these shirts at 33 cents per, and I'm doing them at $1.15 per.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we're not being biased and like we want this guy to come in, 5 days a week, and you come in maybe once a week
when
or two.
it's needed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
if it's
yeah.
an absolute emergency.
Right. So I think that's the best way, to where we can be fair, number one, and we can find out where the leak is.
And then also we're able to improve those numbers with us having an accurate, being able to identify what these numbers are. We're able to provide incentives, like you said. If you keep it, we're aiming to be right at what Tim would charge us, right?
Yeah.
Or that's the goal. But
Right.
if you fall 10 cents under that goal, then you're killing it.
Exactly.
So you're and then it's also self-motivating, I think, because if you see you're killing it, you're like, I'm killing it.
Right.
And if you're not doing well, then it's like, okay,
I
I'm
need to
quite
step it
obviously
up.
not doing well, so I
Right.
should step it up,
Right.
or
Exactly. And then not only that, it frees you up
yeah.
from having this, because the biggest thing in the factory has been, at least for the past 3 to 6 months, has been me trying to figure out what this leak is. Because we're making the revenue, but it's leaking out somewhere, and I couldn't figure out exactly where it is. And now I'm seeing that we're paying 3 to 4 times as much as we should be paying to make for production, when we don't have to do that. We need to figure this out. And then it helps them understand why we do things the way we do it. Where it's like, no, y'all two don't need to be here at the same time.
Yeah.
You don't need to be on this press with this person because both of y'all make too much to be on the same press.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no feelings hurt. It's like, man, this is business. If we want to sustain as a company, this is how we need to operate. You don't need to come here today because they didn't do their job for you to do your job. If you want to come Saturday or Sunday, cool. But Thursday, it don't make sense for you to be here because you're just doing busy work.
And then going back to something that we thought we would be doing better with 2 people on each press, But looking at the numbers now that we're able to look at them, you can see that because 2 people at each press is just more money getting poured into that press. That goes back to your cost equation where it's like one person might do less, a little less on one press.
Right.
But 2 people might do a little more, but it's like any benefit of having 2 people do that extra work is completely lost when you're paying like the margin. The margin basically disappears, or we're operating at a loss on that press.
Right. And so now it's like, okay, we just have to have different shifts.
Yeah.
Instead of, because like I said,
because we might be able to make a little less, but the margin will cover it. So it's like,
right.
it's about working smarter. It's like less stress, less.
Yeah, and that was my thing. I was about to say, I can go on vacation.
Yeah.
Because like for a while it was tough because, we was having management issues and just people following directions, issues with that. And it's like now it's like it should be I know of course we're going to have problems and stuff going to come up, but it should be an absolute breeze when it comes to figuring out who not doing their job or who's not as efficient as we thought they were or who's not as efficient as they think they are. Bless you.
Thanks.
Now I can go off for 2 weeks, 3 weeks and call you and say, Jay, what's the problem? And you can tell me exactly what the problem is.
Yeah.
Not guessing like, man, maybe we ordering too much stuff at one time, or I don't know, maybe we getting people coming in too early, too many hours. Now we know it's the fulfillment, or it's the distress, it's the screen print.
And so that was the process that we were gonna do with the screen printers, and then we'll basically apply that logic to each. Devin doing hats will have his set of reports because we basically need to figure out like that's the big thing.
Yeah.
But now it's okay. So Devin's hours to hats made to time spent. Vinyl printed sheets.
And then if it's like if those margins start to go away, they're here for they here for too long doing nothing. So send them home, or they just not operating at a rate that we need them to operate at.
Yeah.
It's 2 things. It's like, okay, I'm just here doing busy work, and if they here for 8 hours and they're making 100 hats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, cool. No, you don't need to be here.
Yeah.
Or you just here doing a lot of stuff that we don't need done.
It's basically like, for example, Harry that tags all the shirts. Like he does 8 hours worth of work basically for like most people in 4 hours, 3 hours because he just kills it and then leaves. And then but he, in theory, he leaves because he has school, but and at some point he was doing 8-hour shifts, but he started school again, and so he literally can't be here, so he does everything he needs to do and leaves. It's very rare that sometimes people do need to tag extra stuff.
Right.
But it's like about taking advantage of doing as much as you can in the time.
Exactly. And like I said, we still building on this, and this is the first day, and I'm sure it's going to be some stuff we're going to need to tweak and figure out. But this is the most satisfied I've ever been as far as like an actual plan. Because it's going to be hard for us to mess this up. It's going to be hard for us to say we don't know where the leak is coming from.
Yeah.
Now it's nah, brother, how is he doing it at this rate and you're doing it at this rate?
And then I know some people will probably think or comment that, if we're having issues with production, we should just outsource it to, a screen printer if that's the standard we're holding it to. But then, from our end, we don't have the freedom to and convenience to do what we want to do. Like we're able to make a sample here, do this with that, and
right. And then not only that, man, I'm employing little
actual jobs.
People that look like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm providing jobs, so I take pride in being able to provide a job for somebody that otherwise would be on the streets hustling. Showing them a different way and learning something, just being around, because not to toot my own horn or nothing, but you can learn a lot just being around this environment and being around me and just picking up on things that I say. And because any question you ask me, I'm going to answer it open and honestly and give you all the keys to whatever you need. So I encourage people to take advantage of it, and I want to be that person, to open doors and provide knowledge for people. So, yeah, I take pride in that. Even way more than anything, I take pride in being able to provide jobs for my people. So yeah, Black Friday was good.
Now the next step is getting it all out. So
Yeah, getting it all out. We're gonna keep y'all updated on that because that's gonna be a challenge. Just to put it in perspective, last year we had maybe 4 people in the factory, and we had 1,200 orders.
I think it was like 2,000. I think it definitely hit the 2,000.
Okay, 2,000 give or take. And it took us
A month.
3 to 4 weeks. It took us 3 to 4 weeks to get all this stuff out.
We basically did nothing in December because of it. Like we only
Right,
got stuff out.
right.
We took everything off the website. It was
Right.
like 2 shirts on the site.
Right. So what we did this year, just to kind of lighten it, first off, the first thing we did, we changed the email, the returning email that people get after they place their order, and we said that these
It's
orders,
a warning now.
they could potentially take 2 weeks to come. Not that they will, but don't be surprised if they do, because we operating at a high value. That's the first key. The second thing that we did, we kind of prepped. We got a lot of, in our mind it was a lot, but nowhere near what we need compared to what we did. We did a little bit of that.
Well, which we last year didn't do any of.
Right.
At all.
And another thing is,
Either of those things.
what the idea we came up with today is letting Tim do some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Because we got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks to get it out. And even if we go over a day or two, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But we got 2 weeks to do this. Before it was like, we said 5 to 7 days, so we got to get this stuff out in 5 to 7 days. Now it's like we got 2 weeks, so we let Tim do some of this stuff. We do some of this stuff, and then by the end of the week, Tim's stuff is here, our stuff is done, and we can all ship out. Like, I think we can get this out
in the 2
in
weeks?
7 business days. No. If Tim brings this stuff,
I don't think so.
No, I'm just listen. If everything goes perfect, if we make everything that Tim doesn't make within 5 days, I think we can fulfill 5,000 orders in 2 to 3 days. All hands on deck.
I don't think so. Just based on the fact that some of this stuff is covering. Some of this stuff won't be here till Thursday.
No, but what I'm saying is, in a perfect world, let's say we got it all done within.
If everything was already here, then yeah.
Let's say some of it's not getting here till Thursday, but some of it will be here. We're gonna be working on stuff tomorrow, Wednesday.
A lot of it,
and
everything
Thursday.
will.
Okay, look, let me say this: if everything is done by Friday,
made 10,000 pieces in 3 days, basically. I don't think so.
Some of the stuff is made, and Tim is making the majority of this.
Not the majority. Tim's making 3,000 pieces.
Yeah,
it's not the majority, but
3,000. Yeah, not the majority, but
okay. I still don't. I think 2 weeks is like solid. Like I think it's like we can do it in the 2 week time. And even that is like an improvement. Like so far, our whole formula has been doubling everything. So if it took us 4 weeks last time, I think we can get out double in 2 weeks this time. I think 2 weeks makes sense. But in a perfect world where Tim doesn't mess anything up, which he's known to mess things up.
Okay, let me ask you this. 5,000 orders. Everything is already made. How long it takes us to get it out?
Oh, a week. Not even. It would probably take a week because, yeah.
A week?
If everything's already made from go,
1,000 orders a day.
I think we.
And that's just that's not all hands on deck. That's 2 people fulfilling. Two to 3 people fulfilling.
If it's printed,
yeah.
If it's printed, I think yeah.
I get hella done when it's printed.
Yeah, if it's
just
printed
waiting
back
around
and
on
done. It's just like the process, and that's something that like because we're a company that does everything, is a pro and con.
Man, God is so good, man.
But 5,000 in a week, like made, I think we're doing that for sure.
Huh?
That's possible.
What I'm saying is, I know we can do it in a week. I just think we can do it in 3 days. I think we can do 1750 a day
With 2 people?
with 2 to 3 people with everything printed. With
I think
this,
if there was-
what you need to do, 2J. This printer that we, this $250 printer that we got that we never touched.
I was talking to Jeffrey Lee about it.
Yeah, come
It's
on,
a
Jay.
thermal printer.
Yeah, let's figure this out. Are we ever gonna figure it out, or did we just take an L?
No, it's there.
Because we
I
can't
think
use
we can
it.
figure it out.
This would be the perfect time for it.
Okay. So that's the thermal printer, and it prints out like the thin labels. Jeffrey
Yeah.
Lee, I showed it to him because he was talking about it.
Yeah, so
So-
this would be the perfect time to look into that.
Okay.
And did you any research on the app?
Creating an app?
No, the app that that I sent you about the things that can probably print.
Well, no, because I don't think that's going to help, because Zay's new system is like basically doing that. Where you with that an app
But-
like that, you're selecting 100 at a time. What Zay's doing, she's pulling up 20 tabs of 20 and then going through and printing them 4 at a time, which is essentially picking however many you want at a time. Because before she did that, it would be print 20, write 20, print 20, write 20.
I think it might take 30 to 40% more time to do it the way she's doing it, opposed to just going through clicking. Everything is already weighed out. Pressing the button, like 200, like she's doing 80. Like if we can double that.
It's just I don't think it's smart to print in that quantity, because if that printer messes up, if it jams once, you're ruined. Like those 200 orders are gone. Like you don't know where you're at.
No,
like, if you mess
no.
up-
And Shopify probably, because and then not even with that, not even 200, because you can only do 20 at a time. But what I'm saying is we haven't even researched the app to see how that works.
I know, but I'm saying even if it works, let's say it works perfect. If you send 100 pages to that printer, and one of those pages jams, messes up, or
Not
does
that I'm
anything,
talking about to the new printer that we got, the ones that spit stuff out of like we got the printer that spits out stuff at rapid fire.
Yeah.
We just got to look into the app that could potentially support that printer. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make sense to do
Yeah.
20 at a time with that printer. But we got this new printer, and we can probably figure out this new app that can do maybe 150 other single box logo shirts. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
or stuff like
the
that.
single stuff, yeah.
Then it's like, okay, cool. We just because probably half of these orders,
Well,
maybe.
I told Zay that I would help her print, and aside from Black Friday stuff, there's really nothing else I need to be focusing on. So I can see about the thermal printer printing with that app, and then see how
yeah,
that
yeah.
will work.
That's all. That's all I'm asking, Jay.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, we haven't even called him yet. So he just called us back.
It'd be funny to talk to him.
You want to just call him back?
Yeah, see if he pick up. Yeah, she got enough
do
stuff.
whatever she wants. Yeah.
She got more than enough. Huh? Yeah, I
Definitely.
mean, she got more than enough stuff to do.
She can be here 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
printing.
it's a couch in there. It's not that I don't love you.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tim?
Hey, what's going on, Jay?
How you doing?
All right. How's Thanksgiving for you?
Oh, it was excellent. How about yours?
Good. It was all right.
All right, so I had a kind of a large order request to see if you could fulfill it for us.
Okay.
It would probably be around, I believe, 3,000 or so, 3,500 pieces.
Okay.
It would be a total of 3 screens, and so yeah, breaking that up, it would be 1,500 of them would be hoodies, and then the other 1,500 would be T-shirts, and they would be all black on black.
Okay.
Given that information, what do you think a turnaround time could be? Because we just ordered all the materials today, so we should have them at our facility by Wednesday, and then we can get them. Either you can come pick them up, and we can link up with the truck or something. We'll figure something out to get them to you.
Okay.
But yeah, what do you think a turnaround for like 3,000 or so pieces might be?
Black on black. Let me see what my schedule is.
Does that look over to the right?
We got them hands on Thursday. Monday we got that one. we could probably run them. We probably finish up with them like Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.
Yeah. Can y'all reroute the shipping?
Yeah, shipping to his place, right?
Yeah, we'd have to figure something out for that.
Yeah.
But
You can reroute the shipping and get them in here Tuesday. We probably could get them Tuesday. We can get them in on Wednesday.
If we can send everything to him and he send us what we need, yeah.
it's a way. Just send all the black hoodies to him.
Yeah.
All right. So what we could possibly do is because it was, but it's like a lot. Like,
all right. Well,
we'll have to. I'll get back to you on the shipping, but as long as we're able to get it.
Still at 45 cents a shirt.
And then what would our pricing be for each one of those prints?
Tell him what it's gonna be.
Okay, let me take.
Because I believe last time it was like 45 cents a piece, right?
See, y'all learning.
Let me see. Right quick.
Y'all learning firsthand how this works. Sorry, Tim, but it's just manipulation going on right now. It's a little psychology that I never took, but it's a little manipulation going on right now with Tim. I think he was actually charging us 65 to 75 cents a shirt, but we put 45 in his head. So he's not gonna insult us with 75. He's gonna play somewhere in the middle. Watch this.
Give me just a second.
The suspense is killing the viewers. Don't try this. Like I only use this for moments like this. Don't do this on your spouse or anything like that. It won't be healthy for your relationship. But you do need to use tactics like this in business where, it's a little manipulative.
Don't talk too loud.
Oh shit. My bad, Tim. No, you can hear me so good in that, but he can't. He can't hear me. He won't go. Nah. Tim is smart. Come on, Tim. Work with me, brother.
Yeah, you be looking at about 45 cents a print.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'll
Wow.
you want me to email you these details?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, can you just text me your email so I still have it?
Okay.
All right, thanks so much, Tim.
All right.
Jay, come on, man.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Jay, come on, man.
That was pretty good. That was a good lesson. That was pretty good. That was impressive. I like that. Because, yeah, there's no freaking way it was 45 cents a shirt.
Nope.
I think it was like 55 or 60.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is also a massive quantity.
Yeah, but he had a limit. It was like, I think over 1,000. It was just that, and I think we was always over 1,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't use that though. Like don't go around trying that with girls and stuff. Only use it when you need it. Okay? And you got to be, it's all about confidence. All right, so we done here. I want to end off on that note, man.
I think I executed it pretty well.
You did a good job.
I'm glad
Jay.
you coached me through that because I was just like, I don't know. You tell me. But yeah. The you tell me doesn't work.
Yeah, no,
you gotta.
Yeah,
if it's a
This is what we want. So you letting him know. This is what we expecting.
That's why we're calling you, Tim.
Yeah.
I hope Tim doesn't watch this.
If he does, it's too late. Hopefully he won't catch it before he start printing the shirts. But even if he does, we put money in his pocket too, and that's what it's all about. We helping each other. He's a black man. He's a black business owner.
Yeah.
But man, he does pretty good work when he can figure out the right way to do it.
We've just had a couple.
Yeah, a couple
mix-ups.
Yeah.
All right. Good note to end on. So.
But yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes, man. I'm gonna be either super stressed out this week, or I'm gonna be on cloud 9. But the plus part of all of this is we figured out the leak. We know where the leak is coming from, and we're gonna do things to fix it. And it's gonna be a good new year. In spite of 2018 trying to literally break my heart.
I think it's been okay.
This weekend, 2018 tried to single-handedly break my heart. But it's gonna be a good year. It's been a great year. 2019 is gonna be much bigger and much better. More wins for the team. Oh, wait, do he look like a black DJ Khaled? Huh?
No.
He don't? A black DJ Khaled. Okay.
Matt Silkey's psyched.
All right, man. So, yeah, we out, man. It's our
All
first time back on the podcast in a while.
Yep.
Did we talk about the edits? We talked about the edits in one of these, right?
the last.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we out.
Peace.
Peace. I'm gonna walk away.
Like, comment, subscribe.
You ain't been doing your math right. You ain't been stacking your cash right. Desire for your brother, what you desire for yourself. Make sure the fam right. You a reflection of me. Before anything, I go get myself right. I told you that health is wealth, right? If you wanna shine, get yourself light. We out here building a nation. First you gon' need some knowledge.